Let me tell you something that might sting a little. You're probably not as good at some things as you think you are. But here's the twist. That's okay. In fact, it's the beginning of real wisdom. There's a psychological bias that affects millions of people every day. In school, in relationships, in careers, and in dreams. It's called the Dunning-Kruger Effect, and it may be the reason why you feel stuck, overconfident, or worse, unaware of what's truly holding you back. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break it down, not to humble you, but to free you. Because when you stop pretending you know everything, you open the door to actually becoming great. What is the Dunning-Kruger Effect? In 1999, two psychologists, David Dunning and Justin Kruger, ran a series of experiments. They discovered something fascinating. The less someone knows, the more confident they are about what they think they know. In other words, ignorance breeds overconfidence. The people who scored lowest on tests of logic, grammar, or humor were the most likely to overestimate their own abilities. Why? Because they lacked the very knowledge they needed to understand what they didn't know. That's the trap. It's not just about being wrong. It's about being unaware that you're wrong. And in today's world, where everyone has a platform, an opinion, and a TikTok mic, the Dunning-Kruger effect is everywhere. How it affects your life. Think about it. Have you ever been so sure about something, only to find out later you were completely off? Maybe it was a skill you thought you had mastered, or advice you gave with total confidence, or a judgment you made about someone else. That turned out to be completely wrong. It happens to all of us. But if we never question that certainty, we get stuck. We stop learning. We resist feedback. We plateau. Because the most dangerous place to be isn't wrong. It's being wrong and thinking you're right. Philosophical insight. The power of knowing you don't know. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It is impossible to begin to learn that which one thinks one already knows." And Socrates, one of the wisest men in history, was known for saying, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." Humility isn't weakness, it's the foundation of all growth. The idea that the open, curious, humble mind is the most powerful mind of all. It's only when we stop performing and start paying attention that the real growth begins. Real life stories, the cost of false confidence. In 1995, a man named MacArthur Wheeler walked into a bank and robbed it. He believed that rubbing lemon juice on his face made him invisible to security cameras. He was 100% confident and 100% wrong. That story is what inspired Dunning and Kruger to begin their research. Now think about this. How many people are walking through life, making big decisions, leading others, running businesses, with confidence that's built on sand? History is full of leaders who failed not because of ignorance, but because of the illusion of knowing. Now let's flip it. The most successful people in the world? They ask, they listen, they learn. From Steve Jobs to Serena Williams, Elon Musk to Marie Curie. They weren't obsessed with being right. They were obsessed with getting better. How to break free from the Dunning-Kruger trap. Here's how to move from blind confidence to real mastery. 1. Embrace intellectual humility. Ask, what if I'm wrong? This single question keeps your ego in check and your mind open. 2. Learn to love feedback. Feedback isn't criticism, it's data. Use it, seek it, grow from it. 3. Study the masters. The more you learn from true experts, the more you realize how much you don't know. That awareness is power. 4. Track growth, not just outcomes. Instead of saying, "I'm smart," say, "I'm learning faster than I was last month." 5. Create a circle of truth. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, not just those who agree with you. The people who push your thinking are the ones who protect your future. Here's the truth. We all fall into the Dunning-Kruger trap. We all overestimate ourselves at times. And that's okay. What matters isn't where you are now. What matters is whether you're willing to see yourself clearly. Because the most dangerous thing you can believe is that you've already arrived. But the most powerful thing you can believe? I have more to learn. That belief will make you unstoppable. So stay humble. Stay curious. And stay committed to the truth, especially when it's uncomfortable. Because the people who grow are the ones who are brave enough to admit they don't know it all. And that's what separates the talkers from the builders, the pretenders from the legends, and the average from the extraordinary. If you're still here, it means you're not just looking for motivation. You're serious about growing. Most people stop at awareness, but you just took the first step toward mastery. Now take the next one. Subscribe to this channel, not just for more videos, but for a space where your curiosity turns into clarity and your growth becomes consistent. The journey doesn't end here. It starts here.